basically, why tension is coming? Life has become miserable for many. And why tension is coming? There are various things. Number one, life has become very fast. Isn't it? Darwin said it is the survival of the fittest. But Alvin Toffler says no, survival of the fastest. Fast. The whole society is undergoing very fast changes. So we are ready, we are not, the future shock. Alvin Toffler says their shock will be coming. Future shock because of the tremendous transformation that is coming, the tremendous accelerated speed with which the society is undergoing change. That is number one. Generation gap, just now you heard first session. What generation gap? So many parents are coming to me. They have got only one problem. Modern youth, out of control. Very difficult to control. And they don't listen to us. Modern children, they don't listen. We also were children, but we were never so disobedient. But this modern youth, they are most disobedient. This is all the complaint of the parents. And when the youth, they come to me, because they are my friends, they say, nobody understands me at home, and nobody wants to understand also. They have got a problem. So it's a problem of generation gap. The society is undergoing so much tremendous speed with which the transformation is going on. Now, there is a book that is you are going to get, every one of you. Every one of you is going to get a set of books at the end of the program. 3 books. One, Great Saying. Small book containing the sayings of Sri Ramakrishna started with Swami Vivekananda. Even one single sentence can get rid of your stress. One single sentence. For example, I'll tell only one sentence. You see, so many questions have come. So many. Because now I told that you need not write your name. Everybody has some problem. So, Swami Vivekananda, I was telling about Chicago Parliament religions. Swami Vivekananda said there in the Parliament religions, he described the Shweta Shweta mantra. Mantra from Shweta Shweta. What is that? Shurvantu Vishve Avitasya Putra Aye Dhamani Divyani Tastu Vedahametam Purusham Mahantam Aditya Varnam Tavasa Prastat Tameva Viditvati Mrityaveti Nanya Patta Viditayanaya. I have found the ancient one who is beyond all mysteries. By knowing him alone, you shall be free from all mysteries. And Swami Vivekananda said, ye the children of immortal bliss, let me call you by this name. What is that? Immortal bliss. The children of immortal bliss. That is our Indian concept. What is the Western concept? What is a man? You know, they are all from faculty of social work. They will immediately say, man is a social animal. Isn't it? That is the definition. That is how you will taught. Man is a social animal. But Benjamin Franklin says, no. Man is a tool-making animal. But after all is an animal. Then Alvin Toffler says, no. Man is an economic animal. After all is an animal. Aristotle says, no. Man is a political animal. After all is an animal. That is the Western concept. What is Indian concept? Shurvantu Vishve Avitasya Putra. You are not animal. What are you? Children of immortal bliss. Inside each and every human being, there is a divine self. There is Atman. Infinite joy, infinite peace, infinite happiness, infinite bliss. That is the very nature of the Atman, and that Atman is present in each and every human being, irrespective of caste, creed, color, religion, nationality. Esha sarveshu bhuteshu gudo atmana prakashate drishyate tadraya buddhya shukshmaya shukmadarshini. And that is why Swami Vivekananda said, ye the children of immortal bliss, holy and perfect beings, individuals are sinners. It is a sin to call a man so. It is a standing liable on human nature. Come up, loins, and shake off the delusion that you are sheep. You are souls immortal, spirits free, blessed and eternal. You are not matter. You are not bodies. Matter is a servant, not ye the servant of matter. One single sentence can change, can remove all tension from your mind. The best antidote for stress management. Always remember, we may have many limitations. The outside situation may be out of control. control. Temporarily, you may be in a situation where you find you are lost. You have lost all hopes. But remember, there is nothing impossible for the soul, nothing impossible for the Atman. Your true nature is infinite knowledge, infinite existence, infinite bliss. That's infinite power is inside each and every human being. Only thing, it is in a dormant form. That is why Sri Ramakrishna said, when you are born as a human being, you must realize God. Now the modern science also says, for total personality development, if you really want total success, you must have IQ, EQ, and also SQ. IQ, intelligence quotient. EQ, emotional quotient, emotional intelligence. Daniel Goleman made a research and said in 1993, he said emotional intelligence is more important than ordinary intelligence. And now the latest discovery of the modern science is SQ. Dana Zohar, she is a professor in Oxford University. She has written a book. The name of the book is SQ, Spiritual Intelligence, the Ultimate Intelligence, where she says neurologically, physiologically, biologically, psychologically, from every point of view there is a concluding evidence. There is something called SQ, which is the basis of both IQ and EQ. And what is IQ? IQ will tell you how to play the game of life. What is EQ? EQ will tell you how to play the game of life under changed circumstances with changed strategies. And what is SQ? SQ will tell you whether to play the game of life at all or not. That is your choice. What is the meaning of life? Why were we born? Where do we go after death? What is the purpose of life? Have you ever thought? I asked many youngsters, what is the goal of life? Goal of my life is to become manager, executive, this, that, and chartered accountant. Oh, that's okay. But what is the ultimate aim of life? I never thought about it. When you will start thinking? When the death will come. At the end of the death. When should you start? Where do you want to go? When you sit in the car. Already car has gone to Ahmedabad. Already it has reached Ahmedabad. Now you say, oh, I wanted to go to Surat. Then come back to Baroda. And then go to Surat. Before starting your car, you should ask this question, where do you want to go? The car, your car has already started 25 years back. 30 years back. But this question is, what is the purpose of my life? Why I am born? There is a Zen story. A horse was galloping at full speed. Somebody asked, where are you going? And the person said, ask the horse. No, because I am not taking the horse is taking. We are not living the life. Life is leading us. We are like flock of sheep. You know sheep? Mathematics of sheep, do you know? There was one teacher. He was teaching in a village school. He was teaching mathematics. He said, he gave example that 10 sheep were going along the forest and 5 sheep, they went into the ditch. Now, how many left? 10 minus 5. One boy said 5. Very good, correct. Then one boy said, sir, wrong. 10 minus 5 is equal to 5. Don't you know this was simple? Sir, you are a professor of mathematics. You know mathematics better. But I am living with the sheep. So I know the mathematics of the sheep better. Because the nature of the sheep is one sheep goes, then second will go, third will go, fourth will go, fifth will go. 10 minus 5. If 5 go to the ditch, rest also 5 will go to the ditch. Then minus 5 is equal to 0. They asked me, what is your opinion about modern youth? Oh, modern youth have a great opinion. Modern youth, very intelligent, number one. They become very happy. Modern youth, very, very intelligent, very smart. I do not know how to play with computers. They will do so many things. They have so much experts in computers. Extraordinary computer intelligence, extraordinary smart, very intelligent, bright, smart, everything is there. And dynamic. And now, not lazy. They are working hard. Everybody is working hard. First of all, going to the college for attendance, then extra class, coaching class, then again go private tuition, then music class, then English improvement class, then computer class. So many things they are doing. Oh, very hard working. but only one defect. What is that? Flock of sheep. All are going mad after career development, going mad after career development. All are going for this profession, all are going for this profession. All the modern trend is going towards the earning money, yes, earning money. Go mad, mad, mad. Blind imitation of Western materialistic culture. Swami Vivekananda said, take good things from everywhere, but don't go for blind imitation. This is what our collector also told. And Swami Vivekananda's first message is, never have a blind imitation. Anything. You may take good things from anywhere in the world, but don't go for blind imitation. God has given you intellect. Try to experiment, try to analyze, and then accept. Swami Vivekananda himself was a youngster. Why Swami Vivekananda is so relevant for the youth today is that the first sign of a young person is that he or she knows how to question. He will not accept. Swami Vivekananda, he said, I don't accept. You are all saying God, God, God. Who has seen God? I will not believe in God. And any saint coming to Calcutta, he was a college student and he had read Hegel, Kant, Spencer's, John Stuart Mill, all those Western authors. So he became a skeptic. He said, I don't believe in God. What is the proof? So any saint coming to Calcutta, he will ask, sir, you are talking too much about God. Answer my question. Have you seen God? No one could give reply. But he wanted to know the truth. One day he went to Maharishi Devendranath Tagore, father of Rabindranath Tagore. He used to stay in a boat and used to meditate deeply. He once went there in a boat, in the cabin. There he was meditating. After his meditation over, sir, I want to ask a question. Yes. Sir, you are meditating on God. I am very happy. But I want to ask you one question. Have you seen God? Devendranath Tagore looked at Narendranath. His name was Narendranath Dutt at that time. My dear boys, your eyes are beautiful. Those of a yogi. Narendranath just became very much disturbed, very much disappointed. I am asking the question, have you seen God? And he is telling, oh, your eyes are beautiful. I don't want appreciation of my eyes. I want my answer of my question. Nobody could give him reply. But one day, he had gone to the college. That day, the professor of English literature was absent. So the principal professor, William Hastings, himself came to take the class. He was teaching them Wordsworth poem. The name of the poem, Excursion. At that time, there was a description in that poem how the poet enters into a trance while talking about the nature's beauty, seeing the nature's beauty. And the students asked, sir, is it possible that somebody can go to a trance, to a samadhi state, superconscious state? Then Professor William Hastings said, yes. I have seen one person who enters frequently into this state, superconscious state, samadhi state. And if you want, you also can see that person because that person lives in Calcutta. The name of that person is Sri Ram Krishna Paramahansa. He stays in Dakshineshwar. And that is how Narendranath said, okay, chalo ye Babaji ko bhi dekhen. Let me find out. Went to Dakshineshwar. When he went there, Sri Ramakrishna was sitting in his room talking to the devotees. He sat down in one corner of the room. After some time, he said, now enough of talking about God. Now answer my question. Have you seen God? And for the first time, he received the satisfactory reply. Yes, my boy, I have seen God. Then he said, not only that, he said, I am seeing Him more intensely than I am seeing you. If you want, you can also see Him. But you must follow spiritual practices. That is science and science of religion. Science says H2 plus O2 is equal to H2. I don't believe. Hydrogen is a gas. Oxygen is a gas. How can you give water? It's not a question of belief. Come to the laboratory, have hydrolytic process, mix hydrogen, oxygen, and then if you don't get water, you say I don't believe. Similarly, Sri Ramakrishna says, I have seen God. You also can see Him, but you have to come to the laboratory. Like an experiment. Follow the spiritual practices. Narendranath accepted the challenge. And he also underwent spiritual practices and he had a direct vision of God, superconscious state in Kashipur, in Calcutta. That is why, from his bottom of his realization, he could say in the parliament religion, Sruvantu Vishwayamita Saputra. I have seen the ancient one is beyond all miseries. So Swami Vivekananda never believed in anything. He wanted to experiment everything. He wanted to question everything. That questioning attitude has to come. And that is the first sign of the modern youth. Modern youth also don't want to believe blindly. That is a very good sign. So, this SQ says, inside, so when Sri Ramakrishna said, inside every few days you will find peace coming to you. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. See, make an experiment. Such a simple prayer I am telling you for stress management. But don't put a bracket there. Some people they say, pray, oh Lord, let all be happy, minus my wife. Oh Lord, let all be happy, minus my mother-in-law. Oh Lord, let all be happy, minus my daughter-in-law. Oh Lord, all be happy, minus my husband. Let all be happy, minus my competitor. Don't put a bracket there. Let all be happy. During a prayer, at least, number one. Second, meditation. Minimum 1%. Meditation. सब सुनते हैं पर क्या है meditation तो बताइए अभी next question होगा. Very simple. Meditation is of many types. Simple meditation I will tell you. Meditation बोले आँख बंद करने से बाद मन तो इधर तो भटकने लगता है. आँख बंद मत करो. खुली आँख से ध्यान करो. With open eyes. One photograph of Swami Vivekananda will be given to you. Take that photograph, small photograph. With 1 minute, just meditate with open eyes on the photograph of Swami Vivekananda. Two things will happen. Number one, your concentration level will go up. Number two, and because of concentration level going up, you will get good success in examinations, success in sports success in your extracurricular activities, everything. Because the whole thing is concentration. Second thing, what will happen is that purity will come. Because the purity of Swami Vivekananda will infiltrate within you. 1 minute meditation with open eyes. After some time, 1 minute meditation with closed eyes. 2 minutes meditation. 1 minute with open eyes. After that, close your eyes. Try to see the same photograph with closed eyes. Make an experiment. So start with 2 minute meditation. 1 minute meditation. 1 minute prayer, because you are all having a lot of time. Time management is very difficult for you. In fact, time management is a separate subject in itself. And you will get the CDs. All DVDs are there. Time management, management of everyday life, stress management also, DVDs are there. All those lectures that I delivered at Ahmedabad Management Association, all DVDs you will get. So I am giving you very briefly 4 methods of stress management, which will lead you to ultimate happiness, infinite knowledge, infinite bliss, infinite existence, immortality. All this will come at the end. Maybe it will take time. But by the very practice of these 4 yogas in daily life, immediately you start getting rid of your stress and tension. Gradually. You will start getting the result within a few days. 4 yogas. Raj Yoga is meditation. 1 minute meditation. I will give you a simple meditation. There are various techniques. There are books on meditation. One book you will be getting free of cost as a loving gift from us. That is happiness and peace in everyday life. There I have given all the methods, all these 4 methods I have given. So you go through that, try to practice. But practice is more important. Little practice will make you stress free. That is, one is meditation, second prayer, Bhakti Yoga. Third, Jnana Yoga, reading good books. And fourth, Karma Yoga. Little bit of unselfish service. If you combine all these 4 yogas, immediately you will find within a few days you are getting rid of your stress. Because stress is ultimately, you will find out, our whole paradigm shift has to come in our thinking. We think money is the only criterion, money is the only thing. Yes, money is very important in life, but more important is relationship. So many are committing suicide. Why? Relationship. So you have to find out the priorities of life. Meditation will remove you from this blind imitation of Western culture. Will enable you to think for yourself, what are my priorities of life? What is the goal of my life? What do I want to achieve before I die, so that I don't have any regrets in the time of death? Kabir was asked this. Kabir has told beautifully. जब तू आया जगत में जग हंसी तू रोए, ऐसी करनी कर चलो मरते समय तू हंसो जग रोए. When the child is born, the child is, छोटा बच्चा रोता है, और बाकी सब हंसते हैं, they are all clapping. वो बेचारा अकेला रोता है, बाकी सब हंसते हैं, बच्चा पैदा हो। और यदि वो नहीं रोता तो बाकी सब रोते हैं। There is something wrong. Call the doctor. डॉक्टर फिर इंजेक्शन देता है, जब रोना शुरू किया तब सब। जब तू आया जगत में, जग हंसे हुए, सब हंस रहे थे, तू अकेला रो रहा था। ऐसा काम करो, तुम अकेले हंसो, बाकी सब रोए। क्यों? इतने अच्छे आदमी थे चले गए, और तुम हंसते हंसते चले जाओ, मैंने जिंदगी में किसी का बुरा नहीं किया, I have never done anything wrong to anybody, I am so happy, I am happily living this world। सबकी सेवा की, सबका प्यार किया, भगवान की सेवा की, भगवान का नाम लेके भगवान के धाम में आनंद हम ले जा रहा हूँ। क्या आनंद है! What a joy! At the time of death, you are so happy, and others are living इतने अच्छे आदमी से चले गए। That is the purpose of life. That is the aim of life. So this ultimate aim, if we remember, and we practice these 4 yogas, we will get ultimate happiness, ultimate fulfillment. At the same time, we will be able to get rid of the stress. Details you will get in my book, Happiness and Peace in Everyday Life, which will be given to you at the end of the program. Role of engineering students in field of social service. How to manage time for this all involvement, as we are too much busy in our semester system. Very good. I understand, because we have shortage of time, particularly engineering students. How can you go for social service? You need not go to the villages for social service. Number 1, during vacation, what do you do? During vacation, you got semester system. After the second, between first and second semester, there is some gap. What do you do there? Can you go to a basti? Can you go to a slum area? Can you educate a few children? Literacy class? Health hygiene? Something can you do? Think it over. Where there is a will, there is a will. Think about it. Second, even when there is no vacation, you see, social service does not mean that you have to go to the villages. In your house, there is a maid servant, there is a child of maid servant who is not having knowledge of English, because of which he or she is not getting teaching English. Very simple. If not that, you serve your parents 5 minutes. That also is a self-service. Charity begins at home. There are various avenues for service. And if you become good, the world becomes good. Can you become better? Then the world will become better. Can you do that? Now, without any additional involvement, any additional expenditure of time and energy, you can do service to others. You can do service to others, provided you are able. There are thousands of ways in which, without any additional energy, just by change of attitude of work, you can be a blessing to humanity. You may not go for a very big project. Take small things. It is the attitude that counts. It is the attitude that counts. By being, Swami Vivekananda says, to be happy and smiling always takes you nearer to God than any prayer in this world. Can you be always happy and smiling? Yes. That is a benefit to humanity. That is also such service to humanity, if you are always happy and smiling. Because it is an infectious disease. Despondency is an infectious disease. If you are depressed, the next person also becomes depressed. If you go to, there are 4 or 5% depressed people sitting, and if you go there, you also become depressed. It is a very infectious disease. That is why Swami Vivekananda says, do not go out of your room when you have got a clouded face. You do not have the right to spread this disease called melancholy into the society. When you are depressed, get inside your room and lock up there. When you go out, have a smiling face. And Swami Vivekananda himself also used to remain always cheerful. He said, the first condition you are becoming religious is that you are becoming cheerful. That is the first condition. Long faces do not make religion. And when Swami Vivekananda went there, when he will be giving lecture, he will be very serious. After that, he will have ice cream party, and he will have a lot of laughing, lot of jokes, a lot of joy, merriment. Now the disciples there, the American disciples, they were very much amazed, because their concept that a religious person should be very serious, long faces. And here Swami Vivekananda was joking and all that, and smiling, laughing. But one American lady could not contain herself. Swami, you ought to be a little more serious. You are a religious preacher. Swami immediately replied, Yes, madam, I too become serious when I have a stomachache. Without stomachache, why are you becoming serious? When you have a stomachache, I can understand your painful face. But without stomachache, always chill. Then Swami can say, why should I be morose, madam? Why? Because my God, do you know what is my nature? Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivo. I am the everlasting, ever pure, ever blissful Atman. That is the first truth. He said, the Americans, remember, you are not the sinners. He told them, they were all very much agonized. Always they will be told, you are sinners, you are so sinners. So Americans say, sinners? Vedanta does not recognize sin. It only recognizes error. And the greatest error you are making when you are saying, I am a sinner and I can't do this and I can't do that. No. Vedanta does not recognize sin. The greatest error you are making when you are call yourself a sinner. No. Vedanta says, you are the children of immortal bliss. Ye, the children of immortal bliss, holy and perfect beings, ye divinities and sinners, it is a sin to call a man so. It is a standing liable on human nature. Come up, O lions, and shake off the delusion that you are sheep. Your souls immortal, spirits free, blessed and eternal. Ye are not matter, ye are not bodies. Matter is a servant, not ye the servant of matter. Come up, O lions. He used to tell the story there in America, which was very popular. Do you want to listen to the story? No? Yes. एक सीनी थी, lioness. It was going along the forest. At that time, a flock of sheep was going. बहुत सारी भेड़ें जा रही थी. तो भेड़ों की झुंड को पार करने के लिए सीनी ने एक छलांग लगाई. जब सीनी ने छलांग लगाई, तो सीनी के गर्भ में एक छोटा सा बच्चा था. छोटा सा सीनी. वो जाकर के पेड़ के झुंड में गिर गया और सीनी तो उस पर जाकर के मर गई. क्यों? Because it was pregnant and because it gave birth to the child, because of that shock, because of that pain, she died on the spot. अब क्या होगा? ये छोटा सीनी का बच्चा रोने लग गया. तो भेड़ों की माँ को उसको दया आ गई, तो उसने उसका लालन पालन शुरू कर दिया. अब वो जो सीनी का बच्चा भेड़ों के साथ रहने लग गया और भेड़ों के साथ जाने लग गया, भेड़ों के साथ खेलने लग गया. भेड़ें क्या खाती है? घास. ये भी घास खाने लग गया. और भेड़ें क्या बोलती है? ब्लीटिंग. ये भी बैं करने लग गया. बहुत समय बाद एक बड़ा सिंह जा रहा था जंगल में. उसने देखा दूर रास्ते पर से कितनी सारी भेड़ें जा रही, बैं बैं करते हुए जा रही है. आश्चर्य से देखा पीछे में सिंह है, वो भी बैं कर रहा है. आश्चर्य तो नजदीक गया. भाई बात क्या है? सिंह को देख करके भेड़ें इतनी घबरा गई, करके सब भागने लगे. और छोटा जो सिंह था वो भी बैं करके भागने लगे. बड़े सिंह को पकड़े, तू कहां लगा? तू तो मेरे समान सिंह, तू मुझसे क्यों डरता है? छोटे सिंह ने क्या किया? बैं बैं. भेड़ू भेड़ ने सिंह नहीं. बड़े सिंह ने कहा, अरे बेवकूफ, तू सिंह होके बोलता तू भेड़ है? अरे तू सिंह है, सिंह भेड़ नहीं है. छोटे सिंह ने क्या कहा? बैं बैं. मैं तो भेड़ हूं. कितनी बार बड़े सिंह ने समझाया, अरे तू सिंह है, भेड़ नहीं है. और छोटा सिंह क्या बोलता? बैं. मैं तो भेड़ से. अब बड़े किसी को बड़ा गुस्सा है, पकड़ लिया, घसीट करके उसको एक तालाब के किनारे देख. तालाब में देख, तेरी परछाई देख, मेरी परछाई देख. तेरा चेहरा मेरे समान है, सिंह के समान है, भेड़ के समान. देखा छोटे सिंह, अरे तो सिंह के समान. बस तू समझ गया, तू मेरे समान सिंह है. अब ये बैर करना छोड़, चल मेरे समान गणना की, चल अब तू जंगल का राजा बन गया. जंगल का राजा. स्वामी विवेकानंद की बात सुना के बोलता था, he used to tell, ये सीन तो पहले से था ना, कि नया बना? पहले से था. क्यों बेबे करता था? भेड़ के साथ रहता था. जैसा रंग, जैसा सन, वैसा रंग. So you must have good friendship. पर आजकल अच्छे फ्रेंड मिलते कहाँ हैं? सब स्वार्थी फ्रेंड. इसलिए मैं सब बोलता हूँ सब लोगों को, आज नेशनल यूथ डे में तुमको खास बोलता हूँ, make स्वामी विवेकानंद your friend, philosopher and guide. कभी पछतावा नहीं होगा, कभी कोई पछतावा होता है. Make Swami Vivekananda your friend, philosopher. He was the friend of the youth. You know, he lived young, he died young. Isn't it? His message was for the youth, for the young. Whenever he used to give lectures, all his listeners were young. Whatever letters he wrote, all to the young. Alasinga Perumal, young. Sister Nivita, young. All young girls or young boys, he used to write letters. Letters, conversations. Sarachan Chakravarti was young. So his conversations, his letters, his lectures, all for the youth, and his message for the youth. And he died young, he lived young, and died also as a young person, only at 39 years. So his message is most relevant. That is why make Swami Vivekananda your friend, philosopher and guide. There is a beautiful book that you will be getting, all of you must read. Must read. Very inspiring incidents from the life of Swami Vivekananda, and he will immediately become your friend. The name of the book is Swami Vivekananda, Friend of All. So 3 books you will be getting. Great Saints of Sri Ramakrishna, Sharda Devi, Swami Vivekananda, Friend of All, Happiness and Peace in Everyday Life. That will give you the whole package. Then there are so many other DVDs you will get, so many other books that you can purchase. You can come to our Ramakrishna Mission Ashram, Dhirana Bungalow, where Swami Vivekananda himself stayed as the guest of the then Diwan Manibhai Jasbhai in 1893, in 1892. And on 18th April 2005, this bungalow was handed over to us by the government of Gujarat for converting into befitting memorial of Swami Vivekananda. So many activities were started. Beautiful library. More than 10,000 books on all subjects. And what is the annual subscription? 0 rupees. Only entry fees 50 rupees and refundable deposit, because sometimes people forget to return the books. So refundable. Meditation hall, so many other activities. But you must visit that place. So Swami Vivekananda, he is the great inspirer. Make Swami Vivekananda your friend, philosopher and guide. Beautiful book, Swami Vivekananda, the friend of all. So, and second thing Swami Vivekananda says, this small lion was bleating. Why? Because it forgot that it was a lion. छोटा सिंह, क्या तो सिंह पर भूल गया था कि मैं सिंह हूं. उसी प्रकार से स्वामी विवेकानंद बोलते हैं, he tells us कि हम लोग भूल गए हैं कि हम सिंह हैं. हम लोग भूल गए हैं कि हमारे भीतर में दिव्य आत्मा है. Each and every human being God has got infinite power. Each and every human being, irrespective of caste, creed, color, religion, nationality. Esha sarveshu bhuteshu gudo atmana prakashate drishyate tadraya buddhya sukshmaya sukshmadarshini. Inside every human being, there is the potential divinity. Infinite power is there inside everybody's heart, but we have forgotten about it. That is why Swami Vivekananda says, ye the children of immortal bliss, holy and perfect beings, ye divination sinners, it is a sin to call a man so. It is a standing ladder on human nature. Come up, O lions, and shake off the delusion that you are sheep. You are souls immortal, spirits free, blessed and eternal. Ye are not matter, ye are not bodies. Matter is servant, not ye the servant of matter. That is the message Swami Vivekananda gave in America. They were surprised. Then Swami Vivekananda used to say, you are divine, you are divine, you got infinite power. Many of them they got converted. Many of them they got new life. They were thinking themselves sinners. But when Swami Vivekananda says, we are also like that. Swami Vivekananda says, oh, you have got infinite power. No. Infinite power, थोड़ा सा भी power नहीं. परीक्षा का समय बहुत टेंशन हो जाता है. Whenever there is examination, बहुत टेंशन होता है. Public speaking पे बहुत टेंशन होता है. फिर कभी difficulty आती, बहुत टेंशन हो जाता है. हमको तो थोड़ी सी भी शक्ति नहीं है. आप बोलते अनंत शक्ति है, infinite power. We don't take even small power. No. You got infinite power. No. I am sheep. Again हम लोग क्या कहते हैं? नहीं मैं तो पेड़ हूँ. स्वामी जी नहीं तुम सिंह हो. नहीं मैं तो पेड़ हूँ. Swami Vivekananda says what? You got infinite power. Try to manifest the divinity. Infinite power is already there. Then when he was telling like that in America, you are divine. One American lady said, Swami, you are trying to hypnotize us. Telling again, you are divine. Then Swami immediately replied, but I am not trying to hypnotize you, I am trying to de-hypnotize you. Already you are hypnotized. By you are always listening, you are sinner. So you have been hypnotized thinking we are sinner, we are miserable, we are helpless, we are miserable, we cannot do this, we cannot do that, we are doing. So Swami says, no, you are a lion. You are not sheep. You have got infinite power. And then Swamiji said, you are divine. That is the first truth. That is the second truth. And that is the last truth. You are divine. You have got infinite powers. Whether you know it or not, one day you will come to know. And then all problems solved. Stress management over. Infinite power. Infinite knowledge. Infinite bliss is with us. We have forgotten about it. Let us get back to that. How? By practicing 4 yogas in daily life. Immediately you will get it. So, If you are not able to do service, social service, charity begins at home. Whatever little service you can do, but you will find even a little bit of unselfish service will immediately give peace of mind. That is one of the best ways of getting stress management. Very good. Many questions I have. Beautiful question. How religion can help the society? How religion help in social work? Religion can help in social work in one thing. You see, unless until you are well, how can you make others well? Isn't it? If you yourself are not well, you cannot make others well. Similarly, if you are becoming, but by religion I do not mean only following certain rituals. If you religion I mean spiritual. It is not some dogmas. Whether you are Hindu or Christian or Muslim, that doesn't matter. Are you spiritual? Have you developed your SQ, spiritual intelligence? If you develop your SQ, you will be able to do service better. Why? Because unselfishness. And because of unselfishness, you will have a holistic attitude. And because of that, you will not have compartmentalization. Because of that, because of spirituality, you will get very tremendous power. With that power, you will be able to serve the society much better. So that is how it will help in social service. If you are more spiritual, the more service you can do. How to come out of stress? Happiness and Peace in Everyday Life, that book you see, and there is a DVD, Managing Stress. But I have given you some brief formulas. It's a very vast subject. I have given you some brief formula. There is flight method and fight method, voodoo dolls, Western there are Western methods of stress management. Voodoo dolls, punching bags, head diaries, but they are not very effective on a long run. Modern psychologists say, you want to control your stress? Okay. You know why stress comes? When you do not express your feelings, that is why stress comes. So express your feelings. My God, my boss fires me without any reason. Just because when he was coming out of a house, his wife was firing at him. Now he cannot reply to his wife because she will run away. So what to do? All that anger he puts on me. Without my any mistake, he fires on me. And I want to pay back in the same coin. I also know how to pay back in the same coin. But if I pay back in the same coin, I lose my job. So I pocket that insult. And that goes into the subconscious mind. And that creates stress. So the modern psychology says, no, you should express your feelings. My God, if I express my feeling, then I lose my job. They say, no, we got solution. What is that? Go to the market. Purchase voodoo dolls. Along with the pins are available. And come to the house, close the doors and windows, put the voodoo doll on the table. And now, write down the name of your boss, or your mother-in-law, or your husband, or your wife, whomsoever you want to put stress on. And there are 3 types of pins available. Blue pins available for injury, black pins for serious injury, and if you want to murder your boss, red pins are also available. Just give a red pin. I have murdered my boss, my mother-in-law. So happy. You will have sleep without any tranquilizer. But unfortunately, these methods are not long-lasting because next day the boss is again sitting on the chair. What to do? Cleaning in the house, problem solved. But second day again he is fighting. So these methods of stress management, Western models are not working. That is why they are coming to us. All the psychologists also are coming for our treatment. Why? Stress management, we give holistic method. What is? Meditation, yoga. These are all long-lasting methods. When your mind becomes pure, when you get tremendous power from within, all these problems they become less. When there is traffic jam, what you should do? Go by flight. When you fly, no traffic jam. So, fly hard. That is the best way of stress management. That means, try to elevate your mind by spiritual practices. Try to be in tune with God, pray to God, meditate on God, and all the problems of the world will become so insignificant. Multi-story building, my God. But when you go to the plane, all these buildings will be so small. The problems we are facing, big problems. But when you elevate your mind to God, all these problems will seem like tiny problems. Fly high. Whenever you got stressed, fly high. Go by flight, don't go by road. Lot of traffic jam. So many problems. Life itself is a problem. Swami Vivekananda asked this question. Swamiji, what is life? Swamiji immediately replied, my dear Prince, Maharaja of this Khetri, Ajit Singh Ji. He asked Swamiji, what is life? Swamiji immediately replied, my dear Prince, life is nothing but the struggle of a being under the circumstances trying to press it down. It's nothing but struggle. Struggle will be there. It's nothing but problem. But you have to be bold. Face the problems, and the problems will run away. And if you don't face, problems will follow you. Swamiji had gone to Benares, and he had the vision. He went to Durga temple. When he was coming out of Durga temple, suddenly some monkeys, black-faced monkeys, they tried to. તમારું સુવાનો ટાઈમ શું છે? નક્કી બસ સારું બે કહેવા ભાઈ તમારો ભણવાનો ટાઈમ શું છે? નક્કી ભાઈ તમારો જમવાનો ટાઈમ નક્કી ખાય ભાઈ તમારો ટીવી જોવાનો જમવાનો નક્કી. પછી આવીને મને પૂછે સ્વામીજી મનની એકાગ્રતા ક્યારે તમારું કઈ નક્કી નથી તો એકાગ્રતા નક્કી કરવું પડે તો શું કરવું પડે? ભણવાનો ટાઈમ નક્કી, ઉઠવાનો ટાઈમ નક્કી, સુવાનો ટાઈમ નક્કી, જમવાનો ટાઈમ નક્કી, ટીવી જોવાનો ટાઈમ નક્કી, વિડિયો ગેમ જોવાનો ટાઈમ નક્કી. તો પછી એકાગ્રતા have a timetable from today, a practicable timetable. Don't make it too idealistic. Have a timetable. આટલા વાગે ઉઠવાનું, આટલા વાગે સુવાનું, આટલા વાગે જમવાનું. So many people say time for મજા નથી આવતી. કે 3 દિવસમાં પંક્ચર પડી જાય. પહેલા 3 દિવસમાં પંક્ચર. પણ તમે એવું પંક્ચરવાનું કેમ timetable બનાવો? તમે timetable એવું બનાવો જે practicable હોય. Try to make a practicable timetable. If you are studying 1 hour, you make 1 hour now. Gradually make it 1.5 hours, then 2 hours. Don't make it too idealistic timetable. Make practicable time. If you are getting what every day 8 o'clock, make it 7:45, then 7:30, then after 6 months 7 o'clock. Yeah, like you have to go slowly. So the success mantra for control of mind, for getting concentration, for getting rid of your everything, success mantra is start with the minimum and practice the easiest. Start with the minimum, practice the easiest. Then that will give you willpower. When willpower comes, everything will become possible. So I am very happy to have talked to you. I give lot of love and lot of best wishes on this great day, Swami Vivekananda birthday. It is a day especially devoted to youth, National Youth Day, and you are all young people. So the whole future is before you, golden future. You know, the highest number of youths are in our country. Our country is young country. 60% youth. Nowhere in any country so many youths are there. And so India is going to conquer the world. So we can predict it. India will conquer the world by spiritual power. That thing is coming. And Swami Vivekananda said it will become a superpower. Not only that, Swami Vivekananda said India will become so great and its past glory will fade into insignificance. And that is going to come. Who will bring about? Who will bring about? Modern youth. So Swami Vivekananda says, my faith in the younger generation. I am very sure you got intelligence, you are smart, you got both the things, smartness, hard work, everything. You are working very hard, only looking direction. What you lack is direction. Don't go blind imitation of Western materialistic culture. Don't become a flock of sheep. Have a little reasoning in your mind. What am I doing? What do I want to achieve in life? What is the purpose of my life? Try to have a thinking power. Read the books of Swami Vivekananda. Tremendous electric power will come to you. Every day, all of you have got mobile, isn't it? सबके पास मोबाइल आजकल तो है, किसी को दो है. लेटेस्ट मॉडल का आने से वो पुराना वाला भी रखा है कि चलो इसका भी. Now what you have to do, I will advise you. रात को क्या करते हो? मोबाइल को, बैटरी को रिचार्ज करते है ना? नहीं करोगे तो एसएमएस नहीं दे सकते. बैटरी डिस्चार्ज हो जाएगी. बैटरी को चार्ज करते हो ना. कई लोग बोलते हैं यूथ का मिशन बहुत मजा आया, फिर बाद में 7 दिन में जैसे थे. Why? Because battery is taking discharge, or mental battery gets discharged. So you have to recharge your battery every day. How to recharge? I will give you a very beautiful example. रात को सोते समय तुम्हारा जो मोबाइल का जो कनेक्शन है ना, प्लग, वो प्लग में डाल देना. तो क्या होगा? इलेक्ट्रिक एनर्जी से मोबाइल चार्ज हो जाएगा. Now, how to recharge your mental battery? Read the book of Swami Vivekananda. By the time your mobile gets recharged, your mind will get recharged 15 minutes every day. देखो कैसा बैटरी रिचार्ज हो जाता है, रोज एकदम कॉन्फिडेंस आ जाएगा, ट्रेमेंडस कॉन्फिडेंस विल कम, कंसंट्रेशन विल कम, सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस, सेल्फ रिलायंस, सेल्फ नॉलेज, सेल्फ सैक्रिफाइस and self control. These are the 5 success formulas for total personality development, for total success. 5 formulas. So remember, tremendous power to recharge your battery, because Swami Vivekananda's words are electrifying. Read the books of Swami Vivekananda, so many electrifying words. So I pray to Swami Vivekananda today on his birthday. Oh Swami Vivekananda, all these youngsters have come at your call for celebrating your birthday. Please shower your blessings on all of us. Please shower your blessings so that we can read your books and get charged with your message and can follow some of the inspiration and can make our lives sublime, get happiness, peace and success in our life, and fulfill your dream of making India so great that His vast glory will fade into this significance. With God of love and best wishes, and with an invitation to all of you, please do visit Ramakrishna Mission Vivekananda Memorial. All of you must visit the place where Swami Vivekananda himself stayed as the guest of the Dev Diwan Maharaja Pai. Please visit our ashrama with God.